All right, so first up, Bayern Munich against that Nottingham Forest. Nottingham having slightly better statistics here, although who knows if it's going to stay that way. I think we'll stay with the yellow versus red. Hopefully the broadcast is still going, and it's looking good. I'll actually check in with that right now before we do get going. Yeah, appears okay. Fantastic. We'll go with the Europa League ball, I suppose. Have kind of branded this as more of a Europa League than anything else, but all right, there we go. So match number 1 ever of Division 2. It's the Signal Iduna Park as it's Dortmund by Baja hosting Van of Nottingham Forest, presented by Brock the Casbah. Should be a fun match this. I think, on paper, this Nottingham Forest side should have advantages, but nobody is safe at the Signal Iduna Park. This has quite frankly been a fortress of German football in the previous seasons, especially when it was that of Jurgen Klopp in command of this team. Since then, they've struggled to find success, but either way, it will be Nottingham Forest getting us underway. Nottingham, I believe, only going with the 3 in defense. So no, actually, I set this team up. It's 4 in defense. It's Robert Lewandowski already to Florian Wirtz as he's making his way up the pitch now. He's got Hakan Çalhanoğlu coming up through. Trying to find his way around Dumfries, can't do it. Riyad Mahrez in midfield as well. Should be a sublime addition. It's Angel Di Maria. Looks to Ousmane Dembele. Can't quite work it through. Finds Verratti. Already Nottingham Forest on a good attack here as Dembele. Dembele trying to get past the defender now inwards to Lewandowski. And tackled. So a lot of early attacks then for that of Dortmund. Well, we've got a minute. Well, I say as we got a minute. Ciro Immobile trying to work his way up the pitch already. But while we do have a second, let's go over our other matches on tap. Versus that of the go-ahead Eagles. Southampton being in charge, or taken charge by that of Williams is Robert Lewandowski. And an early one for Nottingham Forest. Within the first 10 minutes, it's Robert Lewandowski. And already a good start for Nottingham Forest. Let's see this again. So it's, I believe, is that Dembele on the side. Gets it through. So Lewandowski's taking it so well on his right foot then. Tons of pace. And I'm afraid the keeper's got no chance at that one. Wonderful finish. As we're only in the 9th minute. Well, as I was in the process of saying, next up we do have Southampton versus the go-ahead Eagles. Southampton managed by that of Williams Eagles. That of Furch, formerly of... that of Ipswich last season. And to round things out, we do have AC Milan hosting Saint Etienne from San Siro. AC Milan was the kind of the friendly team last season. They were the baseline. We asked Peter DRH to assemble his Avengers, and it seems as he's assembled a pretty good squad this season as well. With Saint Etienne via Frenchie, formerly of Liverpool last season, is already Robert Lewandowski back on the attack. Inwards to Grimaldo. Here's Angel Di Maria. And tackled. Oh, he's brought down. And it's going to be a penalty. Well, let's see this again. Oh, that's a really weak penalty, it has to be said. I don't know if I agree with that one. And we do also have a 7th club in the 2nd tier. It is that of West Bromwich Albion, by Shelley the Turtle, of course, having an odd number of teams. But it's Robert Lewandowski from the spot. And it's in. Jan Oblak does not have any attempt at that one. Lewandowski the brace within 16 minutes. Well, I seem to have done better at drafting this team than I did Bordeaux, but Lewandowski steps up. Fairness to Oblak, he nearly gets to it if he reacted a little bit sooner. I think he could have gotten a save to it. But Nottingham Forest up 2-0. So his second goal already. Still the first match in Division 2 history here. I do think there is going to be a lot of these good teams in Division 2. I think a lot of them could challenge some of our Division 1 contenders, but they've got to start out low like everyone else. It's Alexander Isaac, formerly of Crystal Palace last season. That was my team. While he wasn't much of a front man that I was looking for, he did provide some goals. Was eventually replaced when Palace and Wolverhampton had the Cody Gakpo trade involving Andrew Robertson as well. Cody Gakpo actually didn't get the start this week for what is now Bordeaux. Looks for Di Maria. Can't quite get it. It's Riyad Mahrez now. Alexander Isaac again and tackled by Verratti. Nottingham running the two central defensive midfielders with Verratti and Çalhanoğlu. Florian Wirtz gets it to Çalhanoğlu once again. It's Angel Di Maria. Can he get round Dumfries? It's Ousmane Dembele. And tried it again, but I think a mishit pass. It's Rodrigo. Gets it to Ciro Immobile. And Pau Torres getting in the way. Torres again, out for a throw. Throw taken short to Julian Brandt. Riyad Mahrez to Immobile. Mahrez again. There's Adrien Rabiot to Rodrigo. Kvaratskhelia with the shot. Saved. Verratti again, and that was the first good attack of the game for Dortmund. Trying to get around Julian Brandt is that of Çalhanoğlu. Can't quite do it. Although it's Angel Di Maria now with potentially some space. He's got to get past Bremer first. Trying to find his way around the outside, inwards to Verratti, and tackled by Julian Brandt. But Di Maria still with it now, and Di Maria trying to work back inside. He's got Lewandowski. It's Grimaldo, backheel pass to Verratti. Verratti on the half volley, and it's a third for Nottingham. And it looked as if Dortmund were going to hold them off that time, but as it turns out, Verratti on the left foot, brilliantly done. Breaks the camera in the process. And somehow, Nottingham Forest up 3-0 in the first half nonetheless. This Dortmund side, no slouches either. They've got some quality players on this team. I'm a little surprised, to tell you the truth. Julian Brandt's working forward, trying to get the pass to Adrien Rabiot. Grimaldo intercepted. And a mishit pass then. It's Riyad Mahrez. Skriniar. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I have a cheat sheet here with some of these pronunciations. That one is not on there. I'll have to look that up. And it'll be Robert Lewandowski again. Bremer trying to muscle him off the ball and does. Nicely done that time. As Jan Oblak trying to work this one out of the defensive third here up the field. Gets it to Kvaratskhelia. The header and now inwards to Brandt, to Rabiot, and back to Brandt, and back to Rabiot again. About the end of the first half here. Still a little surprised with the lack in attempts for this Dortmund side, although potentially Adrien Rabiot may have one here. Trying to get around Florian Wirtz. And Wirtz with a good tackle. And cleared away. To Grimaldo. Mishit pass. Backwards now to Torres and Wirtz again. Çalhanoğlu inwards to Di Maria. Koulibaly to Sul. Lewandowski again, just the 1 minute added time. Surprises me a little bit. But Nottingham Forest put 3 past the home side in the first half. Still 45 minutes to come, and Lewandowski's got a brace. He had it within the first 16 minutes. Already has the first 2 goals in Division 2 history, looking for the first hat trick as well. That would be some feat. But 3-0 to Nottingham Forest. The match facts. Well, it's slightly even in possession, and I think in the first 20 minutes there, Nottingham definitely dominated. Dortmund have gotten it back, and they've got at least one shot registered then. They're getting closer. Equal on tackles. Forest actually worse pass accuracy. Lewandowski just the 2 goals then. Verratti the 3rd. An assist from Dembele and Grimaldo. Remember, the second Lewandowski goal was from the penalty spot. Riyad Mahrez, the lone bright spot so far for Dortmund. Back underway at the Signal Iduna. Dortmund on the ball with Kvaratskhelia. It's Adrien Rabiot. Kvaratskhelia. They have a way forward here, trying his best around Çalhanoğlu. It's Rodrigo, and tackled. It's now Ousmane Dembele. As Verratti inwards. It's interesting, this Nottingham Forest squad is definitely one of the older squads that we see. I mean, you know, Verratti in his mid to late 30s, Robert Lewandowski there as well. Angel Di Maria, not to mention. That ball brought in slightly close then to Jan Oblak, but cleared away. Now Lewandowski again. Works around Adrien Rabiot. It's Marco Verratti. I think that's his first name at least. Verratti versus Bremer. Brought down in the box. It is going to be a corner. And a substitution being made then. Ollie Watkins replacing Angel Di Maria. Corner coming in, looking for Dembele. Can't get it. Ollie Watkins also on that Palace side last season. It's Dembele. Can't get round Rodrigo. And now it's Kvaratskhelia to Immobile. Julian Brandt back out wide. Kvaratskhelia with some room now. It's going to have to be Florian Wirtz making his way. Good save then by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And Mahrez wants to take this corner quickly. Remember, coming up next, we do have Southampton taking on the Go Ahead Eagles, representing the Dutch League. Corner swung in, headed away by Vanna Watkins versus Alexander Isak here, former teammates for Crystal Palace last season. Although Watkins not necessarily used. Didn't find many minutes when you had the likes of Diogo Jota, Alexander Isak, Miguel Almiron, typical front starters, and then having Cody Gakpo into the fray as well. Quality player. Couldn't quite find the minutes. Lewandowski to Watkins. Sorry, this is Grimaldo. Watkins is getting forward, though. It's Grimaldo from distance. Good save by Oblak. And out for a corner. We do have another substitution being made then. It's Izzy Palazon replacing Alexander Isak. Corner swung in, into the middle. Cleared away for the time being, but Watkins still trying to fight. Immobile. Into the feet of Palazon and up to Immobile. About an hour gone. Rodrigo. Dortmund looking well here. To Palazon. Shot being taken. Good save by ter Stegen. And out for a corner. Guy looks like Jason Statham. Anyways. Good save that time from ter Stegen off the forearm. Well, that would have hurt in real life, we know that much. Entering the 66th minute now. Dortmund's, I believe, first corner of the game, first or second. That corner swung in. Ter Stegen comes and collects. Was looking for Adrien Rabiot on the end of it. Not quite in position to challenge, to threaten. And ter Stegen will get that one upfield to Lewandowski. Headed inwards. Poorly. It's Rodrigo. trying to get it to Immobile, intercepted by Koulibaly. Lewandowski, Çalhanoğlu. Lewandowski again to Verratti. Wide to Sewell. Nottingham moving well again. Haven't really had many looks so far this second half. Still 20 minutes remain. It's Ollie Watkins. Çalhanoğlu tried to play it inwards, intercepted by Adrien Rabiot. It's Riyad Mahrez now, the former Leicester City midfielder. Mahrez again. Riyad Mahrez looking for Kvaratskhelia. Stays on side, finds Julian Brandt. Versus Grimaldo here, and Çalhanoğlu will get the ball away. Lewandowski to Watkins, and Watkins may be in space now. Can't quite get through. 15 minutes remain. As Pelazon to Rodrigo. Rodrigo swung in. Kvaratskhelia with the shot. Good save by Ter Stegen. Florian Wirtz has to get rid of it and does. Tell you what, Nottingham have hardly had any of the ball this second half. Julian Brandt with the laces. Good save by Ter Stegen. Ciro Immobile. Potentially a foul then. It's been waved off. Advantage being played and cleared upfield. Watkins headed backwards. Tried to find Çalhanoğlu. Tackled by Koulibaly. Watkins to Lewandowski. Trying to get it back to Watkins. Miss it. Pass again. 10 minutes remain. Rodrigo. Julian Brandt with space. Potentially will he find the shot? It's Rodrigo. Kvaratskhelia with the header. And again, advantage being played. Not really sure why. Well, that pass way overhit then. And a substitution being made. And it will be that of Marc Cucurella. Coming in for Çalhanoğlu. He's played pretty well in midfield. Found a little bit of time in the ball. Not much really enough to consider him a massive playmaker in today's game. But still, even if the statistics don't show goals or assists to your name, that doesn't mean you've not had a valuable moments on the ball. With about 5 minutes remaining here. Still with it now as Rodrigo finally tackled. And it's Cucurella. Eventually. Ousmane Dembele. Can he get past Dumfries? And he can. Nottingham Forest on the attack now. He's got some men inwards as Dembele. He'll take it himself. And Ousmane Dembele makes it a fourth. We'll say hello then to Nottingham Forest. This squad might be one to look out for as it's Ousmane Dembele by himself at the near post, and somehow he's curled it round the outside of Jan Oblak in goal. 4-0. Wonderful finish as well, struck with pace. And well, I tell you what, if you asked me what the scoreline was going to be before we got into this game, I would have said maybe 1 or 2-0. I think I would have actually put it in favor of Dortmund. But as it turns out, not the case. But Adrien Rabiot now looking to move forward. Potentially, can he find a way? And no, he can't. Lewandowski to Verratti. Through again to Lewandowski. Has about 20 seconds here, maybe, to find his hat-trick. And the referee won't allow it. 4-0 the score. Nottingham Forest taking the first ever win in Division 2. And it's a commanding one at that. Lewandowski getting the brace. Fantastic game from him. Have to believe again that was slightly a surprise, but he's done so well. What a fantastic game that was for Nottingham. I'm curious to see the statistics here. Remember, next up we do have Southampton hosting Go Ahead Eagles from St. Mary's Stadium. So Dortmund having more possession, I think, as well in the second half. That helped a lot. It's actually outshot for us then. Lewandowski, man of the match as well. With the 2 goals, Dembele the goal and the assist. And next up we head to St. Mary's Stadium. Should be a fine fixture, this. Let's make sure we've got Will's players in correctly. What? Am I looking at that correctly? Has he? Well, that's why I got confused. Diego Carlos Alacraz. All right, anyways. And then let's make sure we've got it all correct for the go-ahead Eagles. Benzema, Aspas, Rice, Smalling. He's gone for the 4-2-2-2. This all looks right to me. Yeah, all looks good there. All right. All right, so it will be that of Southampton hosting now the go-ahead Eagles. Never heard of this go-ahead Eagles side. It's a pretty neat kit, that. That I don't like. But here we are then, St. Mary's Stadium. Second match of this, sorry, hang on a minute. I'm responding to Frenchie in the thing. Second match of match day number 1 for Division 2. It's Southampton hosting the Go-Ahead Eagles. Southampton managed by Will Anns. Go-Ahead Eagles managed by Firch, formerly that of Ipswich last season. And underway at St. Mary's Stadium. The Southampton side relegated to Division 2. Had a couple of bright moments last season, that's absolutely true, and hopefully they've picked up some good players here trying to get through. It's now Aspas. As Karim Benzema back to Aspas again, and N'Golo Kante, former Leicester City midfielder. Benzema again, tackled by the Dutchman Nathan Ake. Now it's Heung-min Son, for some reason wearing number 32. I don't like that at all. But as we found out with Cristiano Ronaldo on that of, was it Ajax, you can't change the damn kit numbers for whatever reason. It's Antoine Griezmann, who I believe still plays for Atletico Madrid. Either that or, well, he did go to Barcelona as well, didn't he? I don't know, did he ever go back? Could be wrong. I think he did. Yeah, no, I was right. Atletico Madrid. Anyways, Yannick Carrasco finds Akanji on the outside. Bukayo Saka in pursuit. Does he have Saka on his team? Yeah, he does. Okay. I don't know. I'm imagining things. It's Griezmann. Griezmann versus Chris Smalling, and a good tackle by Smalling. I will apologize to you in advance. The rain getting heavier, as you may be able to hear. That could mean I lose power, and that could mean the stream ends. We have at least one match done. Paulo Dybala to Heung-min Son. Back to Thomas Partey. To Griezmann again. It's Hernandez on the outside. Trying to get past Kieran Trippier in defense. And a good tackle, up for a corner. Corner going to be swung in by Heung-min Son. Taken. Oh, tried to get it inwards. It's Rodri to Bukayo Saka. Saka tackled by Gabriel. And now it's Karim Benzema backwards to N'Golo Kante. Chris Smalling has Akanji. Smalling again to Akanji. Don't know what to expect out of this game. Two pretty much completely different look sides compared to where they were last season. Still a couple of good pickups for either team. I think that big question is going to be the Milan game coming up in just a little bit. You know, when you have the likes of Harry Kane and Neymar on your side, definitely going to be a tough one for Saint Etienne. Lorenzo has Bukayo Saka to Rodri, looking for Griezmann, stays on side. Chris Smalling trying to tackle. Antoine Griezmann from distance, good save. Well, proper save then by the keeper. That one was close. Now Jadon Sancho. Tackled. Heung-min Son to Dybala. Rodri. It's Koundé. Ake to Koundé, and back to Dybala in midfield. Half an hour gone here. Just the one good shot then from Griezmann, nothing really else. They had a corner, Southampton, but deflection out of play more than anything. I will say they've pretty much dominated possession here, that much is for sure. It's Di Lorenzo on the right. Benzema tries to intercept, finds Bukayo Saka, back from Dybala now. Thomas Partey tackled by Benzema. It's Declan Rice to Carrasco. It's Benzema tackled. It's Bukayo Saka. Into the 37th minute now. Still nothing really in it but Antoine Griezmann in Southampton. I was going to say moving forward, Thibaut Courtois will have no problem getting rid of that one. The former Chelsea goalkeeper. It was the replacement for Petr Cech. Tell you what, that generation of Chelsea players was something else. Remember, they had Eden Hazard. Cesar Azpilicueta was on that team. Thibaut Courtois, as I've mentioned. I believe that was under the reign of Jose Mourinho. That's, was it 2015 season, 2014, something like that. Chelsea were absolutely at the top of English football. Bukayo Saka. Saka trying to work around Akanji, and Akanji tackles, but it's still now with Griezmann. To Thomas Partey, who could have a look here from distance, tackled by Smalling. It's N'Golo Kante. Well, not to mention Pedro on that team as well. I believe that was before Juan Mata went to Man United as well. I believe Juan Mata was on that team. Eden Hazard, as I've mentioned. Well, as I reminisce about former Chelsea teams, that's going to do it for the first half. Still nothing in it between the two sides. 0-0 the score. Big save from Thibaut Courtois. Off the shot from Antoine Griezmann, keeps it level. And since then, nothing really in it still. I think maybe only the one shot's been registered between both teams. Southampton having more possession, that doesn't surprise me. More passes attempted. More tackles for Go Ahead Eagles. Let's see who the game thinks the best player is so far. Chris Smalling, 6'4". I would agree with that. He's played a pretty big impact on the back line there. But I've already forgotten what's happened to the first half as the second one getting underway. Hate to call a game a mid-game, but that's really all it's been so far, has to be said. Let's see what side decides to come out swinging here. Still to come next up, our final game of the day, AC Milan hosting Etienne, which should be a fantastic one. That really looking forward to see how well that Milan side lines up. Di Lorenzo versus Yannick Carrasco. Boys megged him there. Di Lorenzo still to Bukayo Saka, and tackled by Akanji. Declan Rice to Benzema. Eagles moving forward well here, but they're taking their time still. Intercepted by Aspas, and now Griezmann trying to move forward. Instead goes backwards to Saka. But maybe on the attack now. Wangman's son, disgustingly wearing number 32. I'll have to fix that. That's just so ungodly ugly. Well, good effort there from Nathan Ake, able to peter out the pressure then. Dybala in midfield to Rodri. Benzema has Carrasco on the left side. Trying to move forwards now, potentially inwards to Declan Rice. Rice to Kante. Kante may have Jadon Sancho. Oh, I don't know what Jadon Sancho was attempting to do there. The one meaningful touch he may have on the ball, and he just totally kicks it away. And a free kick here. Oh no, it's offsides, that's the call. I saw advantage being played. The call is actually offsides. And Antoine Griezmann offsides by 2 feet then. Kieran Trippier versus Griezmann then. And an hour gone. Reminder, unfortunately not on the docket this week is that of Shelley the Turtles' West Bromwich Albion. We'll be playing next time out. Again, with the odd number of teams, it's difficult to have. Obviously, that's impossible to have, an even number of games. But either way, Karim Benzema at the touchline, no up for a goal kick, and a substitution being made. Then Thomas Lemar replacing Jadon Sancho. Sancho, who, it has to be said, has not really played any sort of meaningful play in this game. Chesney will kick short to Rodri in midfield. Nathan Ake to Thomas Partey. Well, gets past Gabriel. Wegman's son tries the back heel, intercepted by Chris Smalling. Now it's Aspas. Now Nathan Ake is not going to have any trouble getting around that one. Aspas. Eagles looking well here. It's Karim Benzema. And the opening goal took 70 minutes. But Karim Benzema with the first for Go Ahead Eagles this season. Here it is again. Great sideways pass. Szczesny doesn't have anybody in the way of the ball. Koundé kind of stands there, makes a half-assed attempt at blocking the shot. And Benzema puts it away.
Goal for the visitors. Number 9, Karim Benzema.
Thomas Partey tackled then by Declan Rice. About 15 minutes remaining. Well, Benzema again. Benzema, can he get around Di Lorenzo? Backwards to Rice, to Aspas. And Di Lorenzo gets it. Finds Bukayo Saka. Antoine Griezmann, the Frenchman, trying to work forwards. Has Saka. Back to Griezmann. There's Paulo Dybala. And Southampton starting to move up the pitch now. Nathan Ake finds Rodri. To Griezmann. Always tried to thread a through ball there on the outside to, well, whoever it was. Couldn't do it. A good tackle then by Bukayo Saka. And now has gotten the better of Akanji here. Maybe looking to put in a cross from the outside. Good tackle then by Akanji. And now just 10 minutes remaining. Intercepted by Hernandez. It's Dybala. Trying to look forwards now. Owen tackled well. Well, now it's going to be N'Golo Kante. Kante with lots of room on the right side. Nathan Ake having to decide what to do to pressure, defend the middle. Rodri trying to pressure. And does, but now it's Lamar. And Nathan Ake does eventually get the ball. That one was very dangerous then. Let's see if Southampton can counter. Griezmann has Bukayo Saka up ahead. Saka versus Akanji. Inwards to Son. As Rodri in support, only 5 minutes remaining. Or less, really less. There's probably not going to be any added time. Southampton really need to get going here. It's Hernandez. As Dybala. Paulo Dybala to Rodri. Rodri potentially with some space. The shot, great save by Hugo Lloris. And a substitution being made. Bernardo Silva replacing Thomas Partey. And that of Marcos Acuna replacing Akanji. Dybala appears to have some sort of injury. The corner swung in. Oh, hang on. Courtois way off his line to Griezmann. Can he turn? No, I believe. Was it Rodri got in the way? He was nearly able to turn around and find a shot, but his own teammate was there. I don't believe there's going to be any added time. 2 minutes, actually. That's quite a lot. It's Acuna. Passes back to Courtois. Dybala trying to pressure as much as he can, but Courtois will get it up the pitch with ease. And that's going to do it. Go Ahead Eagles taking first win of the season versus Southampton. Well, has to be said, Eagles did well to find their goal late on with Karim Benzema, but other than that, not really a lot of bright spots from either squad this game. And next up, it will be that of Milan hosting Etienne. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Well, I was correct then.
Saint-Etienne.
Anyways, let's go ahead and have a look really quick at these two next squads coming in here. All right, let's just have a look at Milan then. Hopefully we've got this all correctly. Good to double check. This is kind of the big thing here when you have all of the teams, getting their things in. It does sometimes get a little confusing with the squads, and I have made mistakes already. And we've not even hardly started. It's the 3-5-2. Bastoni in the middle with Rudiger and Kimpembe. Benacer and DePaul, Neymar, Barea, Carvajal, and then Morata and Kane atop. Oh, and Neymar on the left as well. And then that for Frenchie, with that of the Saint-Etienne squad. 4-3-1-2. It's Kyle Walker, Diaz, Romero, Jordi Alba, Jude Bellingham, Joshua Kimmich, Chiesa. Not Guimarães, as I've been calling him. It is wait, how do I... Guimarães? And then Messi and Mbappe. Can I just look at that again? Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just trying to find this. Oh god, I'm gonna get copyrighted. This is not good. Guimarães, okay. I think we're going to stick with the white kit today, potentially. So, Guimarães, yeah. Alright, anyways. Over to the legendary San Siro for our final match of match week number 1 here for Division 2. It is that of Peter DRH's AC Milan versus Frenchie's Saint-Etienne. Two very good sides on paper. Frenchie last season, that of, what was he last season? Liverpool. Peter DRH, kind of the all-star team last season. Remember, we told him to assemble his Avengers, and he did just that, and that's helped us actually quite a lot with trying to work out the sliders and whatnot. He's done very well in helping us do that. But while we have a minute, let's check the schedules for match week number 2 as we get going here. For Division 1, Wolverhampton will host Ajax, Miami will host Crew, and Bordeaux will host Real Madrid. For Division 2, the Go-Ahead Eagles will host West Bromwich Albion. Saint-Etienne will host that of Dortmund, and Milan will host Southampton. It'll be that of Nottingham Forest with the off week next time out. Forest putting 4 past Dortmund this time. Messi, the shot turned away. Oh, goodness me, the rain. Just listen to it. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It is chucking it down now. Good save from Magnon in goal. Bit of a French pronunciation there I'm going to mess up with. I apologize. Holy crap, dude. It is chucking it down Messi from the corner trying to work inwards. As Mbappe tackled by Rudiger. Now it's Neymar Jr. Back to Rudiger again. Harry Kane. This Milan side, I think, will fare quite well here, although Etienne, I think, very similar on paper. It's De Paul to Barea, the shot. Well, it's not taken very well. And it's going to be out for a goal kick. Nice cut. Oh, it's going to be out for a corner, my bad. It's come off the defender. Good block. Didn't see that at first. I was going to say, it kind of looked as if he had gotten jumbled at his own legs then. And it's Benacer on the way. That's not correct, probably. Mbappe clears with the head. It's De Paul. De Paul tackled by Chiesa. Also with Kimmich. Apparently a player that does get in fights amongst the teams that he plays for. Remember around the time of the 2020 World Cup, he had something going on there with somebody in the squad, and I think had one as well with Thomas Muller at Bayern. It's Lionel Messi, potentially with space. Tries to find Mbappe, Bastoni in the way. Mbappe versus Bastoni, that's a good tackle. And it's Harry Kane. Moving forwards, it's Barea. Neymar Jr. now versus Kyle Walker. Back to De Paul. Again, I would think two very even sides on paper. Neymar to Barea to Kane. That one taken away. It was this Saint-Etienne squad, which I believe really put at least both of the Pogba brothers on the map. I believed up until a couple of years ago. One of Paul Pogba's brothers played for the squad. I think Pogba himself, Paul, played for this team as well. A lot of history. I tell you what, man, it doesn't appear so nowadays, but these French squads do produce a lot of footballing talent. A lot of players work their way up through the French systems. And also with Kimmich, that ball intercepted by Harry Kane, but it's going to get to now Chiesa, either one. Kyle Walker versus De Paul. It's Messi. Tackled by De Paul. Messi brought down. No foul called. Neymar Jr. working forwards now. As Alvaro Morata as well. Harry Kane back to De Paul. Had a look for Barea. Intercepted. Kyle Walker. Now Saint-Etienne moving well here. It's Messi. Messi's got a lot of space now. The shot from Messi, and it's in. Well, who else but Lionel Messi? Doesn't matter what kit you throw on him, what badge he plays for, he's going to score. And he's done so again. Rudiger can't really find enough of an effort to muscle him down. And I think at that point maybe he's afraid that if he does... And then he gets a red card for his troubles. He's somewhat allowed him the goal then. But it's Lionel Messi, the first goal for the Etienne side. Well, the one real attempt that Etienne have this game does end up in the back of the net. Although Magnon had a good save earlier on, but still. When you have the best player of all time one-on-one with you, doesn't matter who you have in goal. Jesus himself wouldn't be able to save Lionel Messi. Magnon, I believe, the real-life goalkeeper for AC Milan. He was the guy that came in after that of Gianluigi Donnarumma. Left in hostility for Paris Saint-Germain. Harry Kane trying to move forwards now, tackled by Romero. Guimaraes trying to work forwards, has Jude Bellingham now. Backwards and now over to Jordi Alba. Former Barcelona left back, now plays for Inter Miami in real life alongside the rest of his former Champions League winning counterparts with Sergio Busquets, Lionel Messi, and of course Luis Suarez as well. It's a shame that league could never find these players in their prime. although it was never bound to happen. Harry Kane to Barea. Diaz trying to muscle him off the ball here, and he will eventually be tackled. Slightly unwilling to shoot so far is this Milan squad. They've gotten the ball forward a couple times, but here's Morata. It's Harry Kane. Can he get past Diaz? Inwards Harry Kane, and there's the equalizer. And 1-1 the score. Well, he's done well to work past Diaz, and I thought he was going to look to pass it inside then to Morata, but no, he's taking it on his left foot. Hugo Lloris out of position relative to trying to save that effort. Nice goal. 1-1 the score. So I will say in the recent minutes it did look as if Milan was playing slightly better, but this Etienne squad, I'm thinking, could really switch it on whenever they like. Guimaraes to Messi, and it's tackled. And Rudiger clears. There's Messi with room to run now. It's Jude Bellingham back to Messi. Messi tackled well by Bastoni, and Magnon gets it away. It's Jude Bellingham. Guimaraes. Messi trying to get around Rudiger again. Trying to get the shot. Just out for the goal kick then. Almost thought for a second that the ref was pointing for a penalty, not quite. Just a look again at Harry Kane's finish. Nicely done. Far post, textbook, calm as you'd like, despite the pressure he was under. And Magnon's going to get this one away. May play it short then to Rudiger. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Just the 1 minute added time. Danny Carvajal. Really his first touch on the ball so far today. That's the end of the half. It's been some good football this. 1-1 the score after 45 minutes. It was that of Lionel Messi scoring first for Etienne, and it's Harry Kane scoring for Milan to equalize. And I tell you what, I could definitely see this game being level after the next 45, but either of these two sides, I also believe, could find a winner. Etienne having more possession, that looks right. Equal on shots, interestingly enough. Matter of fact, Etienne dominating possession. More passes attempted as well. Milan slightly better in defense with 5 tackles. Let's see who the game thinks is the best player so far. Messi with the goal. Jordi Alba at a 7. Chiesa with the assist then. Alvaro Morata, the assist on the goal. Harry Kane at the 7. Nicolo Barea. And Bastoni as well. All right, then, back underway. Let's see what squad decides. They come out swinging here early in the second half. Do we see a go-ahead goal? Do we see another equalizer after that? What we do see now is Harry Kane on the ball in midfield. Has Barea to Neymar Jr. versus Romero. It's Morata. Morata trying to work inwards, can't quite get past Joshua Kimmich, but it's over to Harry Kane. Tries to get through Romero at the touchline, and still some great defending here, good muscle. Will be out for a throw for Milan. Neymar not really having the impact to this game so far I thought he would. When you're a named player like him, you'd kind of expect him to be on the ball as much as he can. Not really the case. Jordi Alba, good tackle. Jude Bellingham now. And he's not really got any support forward. He's got Kylian Mbappe, which to this point also has remained very unimpressive, unimportant. Chiesa over to Kyle Walker. I believe the Manchester City defender in real life, could be wrong. Guimaraes. Messi to Mbappe, to Jude Bellingham, tackled. And now with DePaul. I tell you what, Milan have definitely had to defend a lot more this game. It certainly feels that way. Like Etienne's been close, but Harry Kane now, if he can get round Romero, and I don't think he can, he's had to stop himself there. Allow some of his teammates forward. It's Danny Carvajal with it. Back to Harry Kane. Nicola Barea. Barea the shot, turned away by Lloris. To the feet to Kyle Walker, and Jordi Alba will get this one away to Jude Bellingham. As I was about to say, it did appear as if Milan was having to defend more. Not necessarily that Etienne was having necessarily meaningful attacks that were generating shots in corners and potentially set pieces out of it. But here they go again, Mbappe. Oh, it's actually a good defensive effort then from Rudiger. If he had gotten that one wrong, it would have absolutely been a booking. Instead, Milan get a breath of fresh air for the time being, although Messi to Mbappe, to Chiesa, to Messi again. Trying to work inwards well. Chiesa versus Rudiger on the outside of the box, working more towards the corner now. Kylian Mbappe. Guimaraes. Jude Bellingham versus Bastoni. Guimaraes tackled. And now Neymar Jr. Looking forward suddenly, Milan looking to have some life here with Alvaro Morata. Morata, the, I believe, former, what do you call it, Atletico Madrid striker as well. Yeah, I don't know. The football lore is kind of past me at this point, I'll be fair with you. I will say in the recent years I have absolutely replaced football with Formula One, I'll tell you that much. That used to be an every morning thing for me to watch the Premier League. Don't know why I ever stopped doing it, I don't know. Yeah, a little weird. Couldn't tell you, I don't really know. Neymar Jr. with it now. 20 minutes remaining here. And still really nothing in it between the two sides. I tell you what, I'd be a little surprised if this one doesn't finish level. As according to the drowning pool, bodies hitting the floor there in midfield. It's Kylian Mbappe. Trying to work forwards now. Backwards to Chiesa, to Messi. And about 15 minutes remaining now. DePaul to Morata, back to DePaul. Milan really got to get going here. It seems as if Etienne pressing more. It's DePaul back heeled. Over to Neymar. To DePaul again. To Neymar. Back to DePaul. And I tell you what, Milan passing circles around Etienne for the time being. Neymar again. To DePaul. DePaul looking forward, may have room to shoot here. He's got to start working forwards instead of sideways. He's got some support in the box as well, but Jordi Alba, a good tackle. And we'll switch the play to Kyle Walker. 10 minutes remaining. It's Kyle Walker. Back to Romero, Joshua Kimmich. Walker again. Working forwards now, Etienne. Can they find any sort of attempt here? And no, it's tackled well. Played back. Oh! Magnon in goal nearly tripped that one over the line. That got very close. We saw that happen last season, I believe, when Wrexham played Manchester United. We have something like that where the keeper, tried to do some backwards passing amongst his own 6-yard box and ended up giving it right to one of the forwards. But less than 5 minutes remaining now, and I don't think we're going to have much added time either. Barea to Harry Kane versus Jordi Alba. Milan working well and tackled by Alba. Kylian Mbappe, Guimaraes. Chiesa. Oh, here we go now. Etienne looking well. Has Mbappe forward. That's about the last guy you want in space right about now. Messi there as well. Messi versus Bastoni. Right inside the 18-yard box. Messi goes back outside. It's Jude Bellingham versus Rudiger here. To Mbappe, and swarmed by a sea of red players. Just the 1 minute added time. And unless Neymar Jr. gets something going now, it's going to be all over. But Neymar Jr. working well. Has Harry Kane. Back to Neymar, but can't get the pass going. Intercepted by Joshua Kimmich. And that's going to do it. 1-1 the final score. Messi and Harry Kane, the two men that you thought were going to end up on the score sheet, have. But at the end, the points are shared here at the San Siro. Maybe one day we can have, like, hockey-style overtime rules, but it's not going to be today. Well, that's going to do it for us here. Be sure to join us next week for Match Weeks number 2 for both Division 1 and 2. Hotspot, it's been a pleasure joining you once again here. It's been a lot of fun, this. Hopefully we can continue this going as long as we can. This is becoming a highlight of my week, that's for sure. And we'll see you next time.